From prenatal care to safe motherhood, we discuss it all. Maternal health, vaccinations, infant nutrition, preventive care, mental, physical, and emotional wellness of both the mother and baby. We talk about what truly matters here. Tune in to Sunny 88.7 FM and also on Sunny TV every Friday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also, a repeat broadcast on Saturday morning from 9:30 as we bring to you the Cradle to Crayon Show. Join me and my team of doctors and health experts as we answer your questions, give you expert advice, clear all myths, and also share. We are grateful to God Almighty for the gift of life. My name is Abin and welcome you all to Cradle to Crayon Show right here on Sunny 88.7 FM, live across the world on www.sunnygh.com. We say thank you to our sponsor, Back Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center. In the course of the show, as we do every time, open our phone lines, you call in, we have a very good time. Now, this morning, I have a bag here in the studio, my specialist hematologist. We had him here last week, the holiday. We had quite an amazing time, and I'm glad he's here today. It's me time for us again. Want to look at G6PD deficiency is a disorder condition of the blood. Want to find out what this actually means entirely for somebody to have this deficiency and how mothers can protect their children, and then why sometimes doctors advise that people who have this should stay away from certain foods and medications. My guest is the person of Dr. Eugene Tete. He's a hematologist, specialist hematologist from Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, it's great to be here again.
Yes, I'm glad to be back.
Yes.
Very
How's your
tight,
week been?
It's been good, up and down. I'm sure you heard about our industrial issues.
Okay.
Yeah, but we are here.
Good.
We are here. We are serving, so that's good. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So G6PD deficiency, what is it?
Yes. So I'll come to what it is.
Okay.
But let me just do some background with blood. Okay. I'm sure we all know blood, that red fluid that flows up and down. Now, the main function of blood is to transport. It's transportation. Mm-hmm. Transports oxygen, transports your waste products, transports your hormones, transports your end products of food digestion. So when you take your meat, it's broken down, it gets into the blood. Your carbo, your cake, your bread, your rice, body breaks it down, gets into your blood. You will know sometimes you take paracetamol, it goes through your mouth into your stomach, but your headache goes away.
It goes away, yeah. You wonder how that system works.
Away? Yes.
Yeah.
The paracetamol, the active ingredient, is absorbed into the blood. The blood transports it to the head where it is needed. With everything, if you have a knee pain, you take your diclofenac, it goes away. So blood is mainly transport. Okay. Now, for blood to be able to do this work, it should be fluid. It should flow naturally. It shouldn't clot, it shouldn't break down, it should just flow. To maintain this fluid nature of blood, there are certain chemicals that do this work. Now, the red cell that carries oxygen has a chemical in it, which is glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. It's a long word.
So that makes it G6PD.
G6PD.
Okay.
Glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. It's a chemical in the red cell that allows the red cell to maintain its structure and function. Now, when you lack this enzyme, this chemical, then we say you have G6PD deficiency. So G6PD deficiency is the lack of this chemical, this compound that is found in the red cell. It's not in the blood. It's in the red cell. The red substances, the small particles that make up blood.
So the blood is a broader word, and the red cell is something is a subset.
Okay. So blood is basically about 80% water.
Okay.
70-80% fluid. Now there are cells. See, blood is red. It appears red.
Yeah.
There are certain substances, we call them red cells. It's the most abundant of all the substances. When you take 1 teaspoon of blood, it contains almost 6 million red cells.
Wow.
You don't see it with your eyes, but when we put a
microscope
under the microscope, we see it. Yes, those are the red cells. Okay. The other substances too, the white cells.
Yeah.
The immune system.
All those are the
component, and then there are the platelets. Yes. So the red cell is the main function. That's what carries the oxygen. And to do this, it has to have a certain structure, a certain form, and it needs this G6PD to do that work. So when you lack glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, it's an enzyme.
It's an enzyme
in the red cell.
Okay.
To keep the red cell the way it is, round, able to change form, change shape, go through the small vessels in the blood and get to the very smallest points. Sometimes I tell people that if you pull your hair, blood comes. Blood gets to every point. If you prick your finger, blood comes. Blood gets to every point in the body.
Okay.
To do this, the red cell has to maintain a certain form, and it needs this enzyme. Now, when you lack this enzyme, then there's a problem, and that's what we are here to discuss.
Great. So do you term this as a disease of a genetic condition?
Yeah, so it's inherited.
It's inherited.
Yeah, so it's not acquired. It's inherited.
Not even later in life.
No. It's not acquired. It's actually, it's a sex-linked disorder. We call it sex-linked disorder. I'm sure we've discussed sex-linked disorder.
Likely to affect a boy than a girl.
It affects males more.
Okay.
So we say it affects.
Last week we did hemophilia. It was also male.
The same pathway. They are inherited on the X chromosome, the sex chromosome. So hemophilia, G6PD, even baldness. You see that you have a lot of males who are bald.
Yeah.
Females too get bald.
A few.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
But it is not as much as the males. The same thing. So G6PD, hemophilia, baldness, there's something called hairy earlobes, rolling of the tongue. A number of conditions are like that. They affect more males than females.
Okay.
And it's one of so your parents will give it to you. And that's why it's important that we check, because it can be passed down to generations. Yes, it will pass down. And if you don't know, you'll be I'm sure you've heard stories. People said, "Oh, doctor gave me a certain drug.
I didn't know about
and
it,
I didn't know
this
about
is what
it,
happened.
and I had a reaction, and my kidney failed, and I had this, and I had that." Yes. Those are some of the stories.
Finding out how soon our parents advise to do it when the babies are born.
So I'll tell you that in places where things are done properly, and I always use this term.
Properly.
Yes, where things are
in
done
advanced
properly.
Countries.
It's not really advanced, but even in some countries in Africa where they understand some of these things, when the child is born, all these things are screened for. We screen for everything. Sickle cell, they screen for everything. Then they will tell their mother, your child has this and that and that and that. And that's where prevention starts.
Okay.
So there are mothers who already know that their children have certain conditions. So they are taught how to live with their children.
Okay.
In Ghana, we wait for something to happen, then we find out. But you can find out as early as you want, as even day old, a week old. Yes, you can find out these things. Okay. Yes, yeah. But I found out my son has deficiency.
Okay.
Yes, and we found out first.
It means you have.
I'm sure. I'm
so,
sure.
But then before,
I didn't
what
know.
made you do the test?
So my first daughter had jaundice at birth.
Okay.
The very first day she was born, her eyes were yellow.
Yellow, yeah.
Yes. We managed it. We thought it was physiological jaundice. It went well, and she's been well afterwards.
Okay.
Then the second child came, the boy came, and also had jaundice. Not on the first day, but in the first week.
Okay.
And then we had to go check everything. So we checked blood group, all those things, and we found out he has deficiency.
The deficiency.
Yes. But God being good, he's not had any problems. Okay. But we know. So this is the problem. It's informed decision making. So you have it at the back of your mind, so that if certain things start happening, you are not running around looking for answers. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. So when you have deficiency, you might go through life. I'm just telling you about my son.
Without any issues.
You might go through life without any.
So does it mean there are levels of it?
Yeah, so there are types of the enzymes.
Okay.
We've got the isozymes. So there's A plus, A minus, there are different types. Those are technical issues. Then there are different levels. Some tests will tell you partial defects.
Okay.
Some will say full defects. Those are screening tests. But you have to go ahead and quantify the enzyme. Because let me give you an example. If we are both hungry, you have not eaten since yesterday, and I have not eaten since morning, and we are eating kenke, you eat more than I eat.
Definitely.
You are more hungry than I am. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The level of deficiency determines the kind of effects you will have. So the sample will say, oh, they have defects, but maybe the enzyme level is 400. And if the normal is 500, 400, 500, not too bad. But if your enzyme level is 50, then you have a bigger problem. Yeah, so that's how. So you have to know whether it's full defect, partial defect.
Okay.
And now we're able to quantify to tell you how much enzyme you have. We can even tell the isozyme that you have. And then we can even advise you on what things you should be wary of.
Okay.
The fear is not knowing.
Not knowing.
Not knowing.
But can someone have it without knowing?
Yes, you can know. You have it. Many people don't know till they have an event. Till you take a medication and your urine turns like Coke, your eyes turn yellow or green, and you are not responding, then doctors will check. Many people walk around without knowing.
Without knowing.
Many. Actually, majority of people we see don't know until something happens. You go to theater, they give you some drug, you go and do some surgery, you have some infection, usually malaria. Yeah, so there's a drug we used to treat pregnant women. No, it's to prevent malaria. We call it Fancida.
Fancida, yeah.
I'm sure you take it instead of DOT therapy 3 times during pregnancy. That drug contains sulfur. If you take any drug that contains sulfur
and you have this
G6PD,
deficiency,
you have a reaction.
Wow.
And that is why all pregnant women in Ghana are checked for G6PD. I'm sure you can all check at home. You can all of you take your antenatal cards and check.
It's in there. They've tested all of us.
There. Every Ghanaian gynecologist, obstetrician, doctor, every doctor in Ghana.
So they don't give you that medication.
If you have, they won't give you that medication. But many people, if you don't have, then
what is it with the medications that you have to avoid?
It's a sulfur.
Okay.
So Fancida is the commonest example. The example is Septrin. I'm sure you've heard about it.
Septrin.
We call it cotrimoxazole, Septrin. That one too has a problem with that. And there are many other drugs. The problem with the drugs is that, you see, I tell people that there were drugs that I didn't know. I read about in medical school. They were in clinical trials phases. Now they are out there on the market. So you can't know all the drugs.
All the drugs.
But God being good, knowledge, technology has helped us. I have an app on my phone. If I check and you are deficient, I just put into the app. The app will tell me, don't give this drug, don't give this drug, don't give this drug.
Whoa.
There are books around. And so when you see doctors carrying their big books, sometimes it's not just because we don't know. We want
They're
to be
still
sure.
learning every time,
because there are new drugs coming up every day.
time.
Because the drugs I learned in school, most of them are old now, and new ones are coming up.
The advanced ones
yes,
now.
the advanced ones. And even new researches, there's all research going on. So there's some drugs that we thought were safe. Now we know they are not safe. All right. And
I remember amodiaquine.
Amodiaquine had a similar issue.
Chloroquine.
Also has a similar issue.
Yes.
But you realize that not everybody who takes chloroquine has a problem.
The reaction,
Yes. But some will have.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are new things coming into play, and being like we have technology now to help us. So, as I said, just know. You don't need to know the drugs. Sometimes patients and the public think that I want to know the drug. No. You can't know all the drugs. Actually, me, a hematologist, I can't remember. If you ask me to mention 10, I'll mention 5. Yeah, over 100. Plenty. But we have books. We have reference guides. So when I open my app, I just put in drugs compatible with G6PD. And even AI can help you.
Yeah.
They'll give you a long list.
Okay.
All right. Then you know which ones will give you a problem.
Okay.
So
is it very common in our setting?
Yes. G6PD is common, but over here when we say common, we have a little problem because here, with science, you deal with figures. Unfortunately, we don't have those figures. We don't have them. All we know is that our people have it. It is common, but many people either will not have problems clinically, or they just don't bother about it. And they attribute it to several things. I'll give you an example. A lot of some children who are born with jaundice, yellow eyes and all, some of them is G6PD. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. But our mothers, they will say, it's in the mother's stomach. Let's give the mother something to drink. Show the child to the son in the morning. We use our natural methods to handle some of these things. Yes, jaundice is not that, it will not be that difficult, but it can also get out of control. There's something called kernicterus. When it crosses the brain, most of our children who are having learning difficulties in school had problems at birth. You understand? There are children who, when I was in school, I used to say that we had a colleague who, even in writing his own name, he would make a mistake. It was a challenge. Yes, it was a challenge. I remember in exam.
Older boy?
Yes, I was in class with him. And those times, I remember in exams, he was sitting behind me. So I have to make sure that his name is spelled correctly when we're writing BC. Because
it's a condition.
It's a learning problem.
Disorder.
And most of these things happen when the babies are young.
Okay.
And kernicterus is one of the problems.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And kernicterus comes from red cell hemolysis, which can also come from G6PD. So all I'm saying is that some of the effects might not be very obvious, but they will be simmering, and they are long-term prognosis, long-term effects.
Okay.
Kidney problems. Some have problems with liver. A lot of things.
That's if you don't take care.
If
the medications
you don't
you're not
know
supposed to take,
and you encounter a medication, that's
the reaction that you
get.
Okay.
I have a personal story. I lost an uncle to it.
Whoa.
He knew himself.
He knew.
He knew. But he had malaria in school. He was in the Ulster Polytechnic. He had malaria. And at that, he had malaria, he's actually off. He didn't know what was happening. His colleagues took him to a hospital and they gave him a drug. And he started hemolyzing. It ended up so many issues. We ended up in Kolebu, went for dialysis over 11 times. And took about 6 months of therapy.
Just because of that medication?
Yes, he finally passed. Yes, just because of that. And he knew about it. Actually, he had a card. Not
knowing we had a problem, but now he knew about it.
But he couldn't tell.
Because he wasn't well by then.
Yes. So some of these things, when you find out, you discuss with what we call the significant people around you. So that they know. Just like hemophilia.
Okay.
You might just end up in an accident. Nobody will know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So usually
do you have to carry something on you, some indication?
Yeah. Outside they wear tags, they wear these chains that the chains that
all day long.
Yeah, you wear it everywhere.
Okay.
So outside you realize that they have tags, they will say, if you find me unconscious, call this number.
Okay.
Some will tell you I'm maybe hemophilic. I call this number for help or something like that. But you never know where you find yourself. In Ghana, they don't like wearing the tags, again because of the stigma issues.
Yeah, this issue is big.
Yes, if you wear a tag, everybody knows that you have this problem, you have this problem. They might even tease you with it. So they don't like wearing. But some of them carry small cards in their wallets. In their wallets. So. And, but you might be in a situation where you can't even talk, and that's what the problem is. But the main thing is knowing. Once you know and you disclose, you'll be okay. Yeah, our patients who come in G6PD, when you give them the drug, you tell them, no, I can't take this drug.
Okay.
Because sometimes some of the doctors themselves...
They know.
Yeah, they know. They've been told that
they've been told. They've learnt about it. They read about it.
They read about it, yes. That's how it is. So it is not, I would say, it is not that everybody will have a problem, but you never know.
You never can tell.
Never know. And sometimes some of the effects can be really, really bad. Kidney failures, some go... long term, I'm talking about child birth defect, like children having learning difficulties. Yes, some disabilities and all that. And you will live with it for forever. And you can just imagine knowing that your child was given a drug and that drug is what caused the problem. And the problem, you live with a child who cannot walk or who cannot talk for years.
You can't reverse that.
You never forgive yourself. And those are the things you want to. Unfortunately, it's not part of our routine tests, yes. But I mean, if you request.
But once the woman does it, you are saying that for every pregnant one, they do it for us.
Yes.
So once it's done and you have it, ideally they should do for your baby when the baby comes.
So once you have it, where things are done properly, they will check for
that again, where things are done properly.
Yes.
Okay.
And now most of our doctors are doing things properly. They talk to patients. At first, they were not talking to patients, but now we talk to patients. So
why was that? You didn't have the time. The patients are plenty.
The system, the culture, and all. We think that explain the things to you don't understand. Even when I come, sometimes explain the things is a bit difficult. Well, we learn the things in English, and now people.
You need to break it down the local language.
But we are learning. Yeah, we'll get there. So it's just about communicating your problems to your doctor. And then we'll follow up, and then we'll see what it is.
Okay.
The next thing is to now know which things. Some people think it's only the drugs. Severe infections can cause it. So we say you have to treat your conditions promptly. Malaria, you have a pneumonia, you have to treat it promptly. Those are the things. So you most of the time we say that it's not only people think that I'm not taking drugs and all that. And the other thing is the herbal medications. I'm telling you about Fancida, that has sulfur. I'm telling you about Septrin, that has sulfur. And there are others, because we know it contains sulfur. Now, when you take your herbal preparations from the shelf, you know what it contains. That's a problem. So if you don't stay, so that's how and many people think that Orthodox practitioners, we are averse to alternative medicine. We are not. I listen to all these things, yes. But
you're all inclusive.
Yes, we are. And I can tell you that there are hospitals now where we are traditional medicine practitioners. Rich Hospital has a system where you see. But we want to know what is in what you are taking. All these preparations on the shelves that can cure 13 conditions at the same time and all that. What is in it? Because you take it and that is the problem.
Yeah.
I've had patients who are taking herbal preparations and come into hospital with kidney failure.
Worsens their condition.
Then you don't know what to do. Patients are coming to herbal patient come to hospital with bleeding problems. You don't know what liver problems. All right, and that's where we disagree a little.
Yeah.
But if you know what is in it, then you are okay. So for this PD, you stay away from herbal preparations.
Okay.
If you want to take it, you have to make sure you know
what is in there,
and you run it by somebody who understands these things and will advise you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's just 8 minutes at the top of the hour. Time is up already. Yeah. We say thank you to our sponsor, Bath Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, your number one center for all fertility, maternal and general health concerns. Their services include IVF, IU and other fertility services. They do child health and pediatrics, women's health and gynae, obstetrics and maternity, internal medicine, general OPD care, inpatient care, the surgical service, that of general surgery and plastic surgery. There's theater service, laboratory and ultrasound scan service. Look at them right in Accra, they are in Taifa, or call them on 0558 862 292 or 0592 196003. Pastor Charlie's Hospital and Fertility Center, integrity and excellence in healthcare. Our phone lines have been open. Number to call is 0540 130 684 0540 130 684. It's the same WhatsApp line. Send us a message. You can also put a message on Facebook, Cradle Show on Facebook page, also Sunny FM, Sunny TV Facebook page will answer you. Doctor, I want to find out. I'm sure there are some foods that can also trigger it.
Yes. So the answer is yes, but we'll come to what type of foods.
What type of foods? Yeah.
So, not the kind of food. There's a particular bean.
Okay.
Type of beans. It's called fava beans.
Okay.
Fava beans.
It's common on the market.
No, not common in Ghana, but it's common in Nigeria.
Okay.
But I have seen it only once. I saw it at Balabata Market. That's what I'm saying. I've seen it only once. Only once. Fava beans.
It means you don't have it here, so we are
It's
safe.
not common in Ghana. But then again, we are becoming a very small world. You know, we have our Nigerian brothers and sisters here with us. I know people who are in Nigeria every week, every 2 weeks, and all that. And fava beans has been known to contain a chemical that triggers reaction. Actually, it is said that even if you walk through the farm without even eating the beans,
with your clothes just touching
just walking through the farm and breathing the pollen and air, you can get a reaction. You can get severe reactions. So it's common in Nigeria, some parts of Niger. Yeah, Ghana not common, but I've seen it in Ghana before. And with, you know, some people are very adventurous with food. I have a friend,
want to try new stuff.
I have a friend who is always trying new things, and that's her thing. So you never know. So it's fava beans. It's not the beans that we have here.
Not our normal black eye beans and all those ones.
Not the bambara and all those things. This is fava beans. Not very common. Actually, not common. But you know, we have this. Now we are interrelating. We are intermarrying.
Marriages. Yeah.
Businesses are on either side. Some people are in Nigeria, Ghana, Burkina. We are doing business and all that. You never know. But fava beans is noted. That one is documented. Actually, there's a condition called favism, where the hemolysis is due to the fava beans. We call it favism. It's a known condition that we manage. And the thing is that when you get the problem, you just withdraw the offending agent. So if it's a particular drug that you encounter, maybe you take Fancida and you have the problem, we just stop the Fancida. And we manage you conservatively. The body will recover.
Okay.
That's if there are no complications.
Okay. So it means during the time that you take something and there's a crisis, it's not that bad. No, you need to be rushed to the hospital.
It can be bad. It depends. It can be bad. Okay. So that's why we always say that when you take something and you have a reaction, report, because that could be the sign that something. Well, if you continue, it might get worse. So you are taking a certain medication, herbal, alternative medicine, all these Chinese and all. You take something, you start having a reaction. Just hold it and then report. And let's find what it is. It might not be the medication. It's not always the medication, but just to make sure that it is safe to go on.
Okay.
Yes. You know, now we are getting all these supplements.
Yeah, food supplements and all that.
Natural, aloe vera, all these things. Sometimes you have 3-4 ingredients in one capsule just for normal nutrition and immunity boosting. Yes. All these things are there. You never know what they might contain.
Okay.
Yeah, we are not good at reading the leaflets, you know, the insects.
We don't even like reading.
It's difficult. As for me, even for me, it's difficult to read. The prints are too small. Too many technical words. Yeah.
But can this be cured?
No.
Okay, because someone can say, okay, let me avoid the triggers. So yes, I'm okay.
So the triggers, Okay, so when I say no, so now we are doing gene therapy. We are moving on outside Ghana, in places where things are done properly. Over here, the management is withdraw the offending agents and then conservative management. So if you tell me that you took a particular drug and you start maybe bleeding or your eyes turn yellow or greenish, I just find the drug and I withdraw it. We stop it. And they'll manage you conservatively. We give you the hydration, all those things, make sure you are okay. And you will recover if there are no complications.
Okay.
Yes, that's how it is. But to cure it permanently here in Ghana,
It's not possible.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this question here is saying, should people with G6PD deficiency avoid vaccinations?
No. Vaccines, no. Vaccines have not been mentioned in this deficiency. It's mainly with the drugs, infections, and then fava beans, as I mentioned.
Okay, so vaccination.
Vaccines are safe. Vaccines are
Okay.
very safe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but again, I mean, if you are going to take now, we are taking vaccines for all sorts of things. Right?
Yeah.
If you're not sure, just run it by your doctor. The key thing in this current age, this AI technology age, is just information. Information is the gold now. Information. Just seek information, and then make sure you're seeking from the right source, and you'll be okay. You'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay. This other question is, what should parents do if their child accidentally eats or takes something harmful? I think you've
Yes.
mentioned.
So that I'm sure your pediatricians will come and say. But when your child ingests anything, sometimes you come home and say, "Oh, the child has taken something in the bottle." You don't even know what's in the bottle. You know, I just recently I opened my fridge. I found a malt bottle. A malt like Malta Guinness bottle.
The plastic or the
Plastic
can?
one.
Plastic covered. It was
Yes,
not
yes.
opened yet.
Yeah, and then I took it and then I'm like, this was Guinness.
Oh.
And I asked my wife, she was like, went for a party and somebody said, want to take it away. And I'm like, meanwhile, the night before, I seen my daughter take that same bottle, open it and put it back in. I'm sure when she opened it, she smelled it.
And she put
it
down.
back in. Yeah, so you have all these bottles, you don't know what it is. So when your child ingests anything, rush to the hospital and carry whatever the child ingested with you.
Okay.
That's the problem we have.
Okay.
Whatever, soap, turpentine, Q-tex,
Don't
whatever.
leave it behind.
Don't
Take
leave
it
it behind.
along
Take
with
it
you.
with you. Because on the labeling of substances, there's always an antidote. They will tell you what to do.
In case there's accidentally.
Yeah, and then we know, so we'll tell you.
Okay.
Yes. And we have a poison center and all, we can tell you what it is.
Okay.
So what's
But
your
how about
child?
school? Your child goes to school, teachers are not aware, authorities are not aware.
They take something, report, and take it with you. Some of the teachers, they know. So now schools have nurses on their role and all that. So just report the things about knowledge. So report that I've encountered this, I'm not sure, and then we'll do the checks for you.
Okay. Our time is up as usual. So your final words for families living with this.
So if you are a family and you have a problem with G6PD, the thing is about to read more about it, talk to your doctors about it, okay, and screen everybody in the family. Once you pick up one person, screen everybody else, because you never know who might be harboring it. Yeah, so just screen everybody and just be alert. That's basically it.
Okay, we can't pick any more questions. We can't do that. It's time already. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to those who listen, those who watch on TV. Don't forget, same time tomorrow morning 9:30, a repeat broadcast on Sunny TV. And happy Mother's Day to everybody on Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to you.
To my mom and my
Yes,
wife and
yes.
my sister and all the significant ladies in my life, my HOD, my colleagues at work and all.
Yes.
We appreciate our mothers always.
Yes, we thank them. And it's my mother as well,
From
Rita
infants to
Shite.
adolescents, from prenatal care to safe motherhood, we discuss it all. Maternal health, vaccinations, infant nutrition, preventive care, mental, physical, and emotional wellness of both the mother and baby. We talk about what truly matters here. Tune in to Sunny 88.7 FM and also on Sunny TV every Friday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also repeat broadcast on Saturday morning from 9:30 as we bring to you the Cradle to Crayon Show. Join me and my team of doctors and health experts as we answer your questions, give you expert advice, clear all myths, and also share real solutions. Remember,